So many persons, are about to start up their fashion career in this year, 2025, and a lot of questions has been asked. Which or what are the tools needed to start up your fashion brand? Now, even though most people are aware, I think it's fit to make this video in order to tell you the basic tools that you must have or that you should procure to start up your fashion business. Now, this video can serve as an insight for an existing tailor to also upgrade or update his tools. Now, the tools I will mention might be familiar with you, but I will go in details to explain why you should get them. Now, the first tool you are seeing will be the manual machine. Now, this manual machine, I know most people know about it, but then most persons as well are asking, should we get the industrial machine or the manual machine? Now, the truth is that if you have the money to procure an industrial machine, you can go ahead and procure an industrial machine. But if you don't have the financial capacity to procure industrial machine, there is nothing wrong to start your fashion brand with a manual machine. Now, as time goes on, you can now start to plan, to save, to procure an industrial sewing machine. So the first tool we have to get is one, the manual machine, which most of us are already aware. And also bear in mind that this manual machine can be upgraded with motor, and it can serve as a mini industrial that will help you to get faster. Now, one of the advantages of manual machine is that it tends to climb also a lot of hard fabrics or hard areas in our fashion career. Now, the sewing might not be as fast as industrial, but however, we cannot disregard or discard the contributions that this manual machine has made in the fashion industry before the evolution of the industrial sewing machine, right? Now, the next you will see here on the screen will be the industrial machine. Now, these industrial machines are of two types. The first is the clutch motor industrial machine. Now, the one you are seeing on the screen is called the clutch motor industrial machine. This machine has a clutch motor underneath that powers the main machine. And the only disadvantage of this machine is that it tends to consume light. It tends to be heavy on a generator set. If you don't have a big generator set, you might not be able to power these two machines or three machines with a small generator. So the importance of now the advancement of technology that came across the direct drive was now highly welcomed by tailors, because with a small generator set, you can power 3 to 4 direct drive machines and it will not have any issues or whatsoever on the gen, right? So these are the benefits of having a direct drive industrial machine, unlike the clutch motor industrial machine. But however, in recent times, I have come across where they have a machine which they call the Savo clutch motor. Now, this Savo clutch motor, I will drop the link of this video on our description box. I made the video on this, and I also dropped the link for it. Now, this Savo clutch motor gives us room for our clutch machines to be upgraded to an direct drive machine by the aspects or by the time you remove your clutch motor and replace it with the Savo motor. So it gives you the industrial direct drive machine feeling, right? And the truth is that it's actually cheaper and way noiseless, more efficient, and less vibration. So if you want to change your weaving machine clutch motor with the Savo motor, it is a very good idea. I just did mine a few days ago and I'm enjoying the new feeling on the machine. And this Savo clutch motor as well can also be used to change your regular clutch motor for the normal stress sewing machines, right? As you can see, the advancement of technology is going through evolution of machines, and when they make a bigger one, they tend to bring something that can be used in alternative to have that new model of machine on it. Now, next I have here is our Drycell Ion. Now, the tools I am mentioning here, like I said, are very, very common and familiar with us. But however, you still need to know them so you know that these tools are very essential. So the Drycell Ion could be Philips Ion or any other brand. Now, what does it mean to have a Drycell Ion? A Drycell Ion is an ion that you can use to gum your interfacings, do some kind of pressings, when you are cutting your fabric, and also when you are preparing your fabric. But then, when you are doing finishing touches, it is advisable that you use the steam ion. So the steam ion I will recommend is the 2-ion steam ion as well. Now, most people will also ask me, which machine do I recommend on the direct drive machines? So I will highly recommend a 2-ion direct drive machine, and even the 2-ion Savo motor. Now, the reason I recommend 2-ion above any other brand is because 2-ion seems to be more innovative. 2-ion seems to be more technical in whatever they are producing. Unlike other brands, which I will not mention, right? They are just being stagnant. There's no more change. No, the body of the machine remains like that for ages. But 2-ion is evolving on each day. Now, what they produce is highly recommended. And I would like to let you know that all my machines are 2-ion, except one that is not 2-ion, but all of them are 2-ion. Even my ion I'm using is a 2-ion steam ion. Even the Savo motor I bought is also a 2-ion Savo motor. So 2-ion seems to be more efficient in technology and advancement as well. So when you have gotten that, you should know that 2-ion steam ion I recommend is a good ion to purchase. Now, the next I want to give you here is your French curve. Now, French curve on the screen. Now, these are a set of tools that every tailor should have, and these tools will help you in your drafting, in your marking, to achieve straight lines, curvy lines, and every other forms of lines. Now, the set of French curves gives you that edge over freehand drafting. So, it's mostly used by pattern makers, but still, it's still advisable to get those tools in your freehand marking because it makes your work look like the pattern making techniques and gives you that effect that you are actually on the right track. Now, the next here we have is the ironing board or pressing board. Now, pressing board on the screen. Now, this is also a tool that most people don't know about and they tend not to use it. But then I will recommend that you get this pressing board. It helps to open press. It helps to iron out a lot of areas, the armhole, the bust region for those making female clothes, the necklines, everywhere. It gives you that soft landing in your ironing. Now, the next I have here is my Mannequin. Now, Mannequin sounds a bit not much needed, but the moment you will buy one, you understand that it's highly needed. Now, Mannequin will help you to, sample the clothes you made on the Mannequin. Most times when customers come to pick up the clothes, they promise to send pictures, and at the end of the day, they forget to send pictures. So Mannequin will help you to snap the clothes on your Mannequin without, missing any good outfit you have made. Just like the one I have on my back. Now, they have the full Mannequin and they have the dress foam Mannequin, right? So anyone you want to get is highly recommended, right? So both the full one on the screen and also, the female aspect as well. Anything that will help you to sample the clothes you have is called a Mannequin. Most people call it the dummy, right? But however, you get a Mannequin. It's very essential. Now the next I have here is my pressing cloth. Now pressing cloth, I bet that some people do it, but they don't know what they are doing, or they just tend to forget about it. Now, pressing cloths is one of the most essential tools you should get. Like this pressing cloth should be gotten weekly, daily, or intermittently, depending on how often you iron. Now, pressing cloth will help you to guide or to cover the iron surface from direct contact with the fabric or the outfit you are making, because this iron tends to drop a shining effect or a shining marks on the cloth you are making, and which will make the outfit to be roughly sewn or look unpleasant. Now, when you have your pressing cloth, you place it on the fabric you are made before you place your iron on it. And this pressing cloth tends to, shield this fabric from getting that stains that the iron might have dropped on the cloth. So you now drop the stain on the pressing cloth. Another importance of pressing cloth is that it does not, in case of burning, right? In most times when your iron is too hot, the pressing cloth can guide or save your fabric from burning the fabric itself. Rather, it will shrink the pressing cloth, and you'll be aware that the iron you are using is very hot. You can now, recollect it and then change it. So here, you must have a pressing cloth, or alternatively, you have what they call the Teflon cover. Now, Teflon cover as well on the screen. Now, this Teflon cover, like I said, it also serves the role of pressing cloth on your iron. But however, I think I prefer the pressing cloth as against the Teflon cover. But if you can still get the Teflon cover, still go ahead and get your Teflon cover. I'll also make sure that your pressing cloth must always be white. Don't use color pressing cloths on white fabrics. Instead, use the same fabric you are making as pressing cloth. You just cut out a small piece of it and use it for your pressing cloth. However, white fabrics, white cotton linings are best pressing cloths you can have. Now, the last but not the least we need is our scissors. Now, scissors has different, grades and qualities. Now, you have the light scissors, you have the heavy scissors as well. So you have to get the both. Now, the heavy scissors will be used in cutting thicker fabrics, while the light scissors will be used for light job like cotton threads, linings, and every other thing. And also know that the scissors you are going to use for cutting your interfacings like gum stir, your material gum, should not be the same scissors you use in cutting fabrics. Get a special scissors for that, because these gums tends to blunt the sharpness of the scissors with time, right? So just try to get 2 or 3 scissors for different purposes. If you are into pattern drafting, the scissors for paper are not the same scissors you use in cutting your fabrics. Now, the last but not the least is your tape. Now, your tape you also must be exact, or will I say, you have to maintain one tape for a long period of time. Now, the reason is that tape calibrations in most cases are not the same for every tape. So make sure you get a tape and use it for a long period of time before you change to a new tape. Meaning that if you happen to measure customer A with one tape, don't go and use another tape to make his cloth or her cloth. Instead, return the same tape you used in taking her measurements to cut and sew her cloth, for you to be able to transfer exact values of the measurements you have on the fabric while cutting, and also on the clothing or the sewing aspect of it. Now, another thing I also want to pinpoint here is that every tailor now needs a smartphone. Now, smartphone that is good enough, has good memory, has good battery capacity, that the screen is free from, being damaged or whatever. But make sure the phone you are going to get, the phone is going to help you in trying to keep up with updates in your phone, in your job. You tend to get styles stored in your phone. You tend to use that phone to create accounts on Instagram, on Pinterest, where you can follow up big pages or big profiles that post the line of job you make, and for you to get updated or get acquainted with those line of productions you are making. So I will end the video here, and this is the part one of the tools you will get. So if you like or enjoy what you have just watched, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Drop your questions. I will go through them in the comment section, and then I will attend to you when you have any more clarifications. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.